Alrighty, guys. Episode 9 of the One Mic Trio podcast. First off, Greg, hit us with the interesting fact.
Beautiful. All right. First of all, so glad to be back, even though I was stolen away in the last one. Interesting fact of the day. If you sneeze too hard, you could fracture a rib.
I feel like I did that yesterday.
Also, bonus fun fact, Gavin is lactose intolerant.
Oh my god.
He can't have milk or cheese.
That's so funny, Greg. My allergies are so funny.
I'm sorry. I just recently learned that before we started recording today, and I'm sorry. Jack, start with the scores, please.
Alrighty. Well, first off, guys, happy Halloween. For us, it's Halloween. When this comes out, it will not be Halloween anymore. Just wanted to get that out of the way. And so, with today, we are going to be doing our sports and theater segment. We usually do that on Wednesdays, but we thought we switched up today since the next episode is our 10th episode. And we probably want to do something a little bit, fun for you guys, like have a really good idea. So, let's get started. Greg, I did go over this game in the last podcast, but I want to go over it with you.
Beautiful.
Ravens over Buccaneers, 27-22. At least there was more offense in this game for the Buccaneers.
Okay, all right.
That's a big plus.
I'm just gonna come out and say it. Okay, I love Tom Brady. I'm a huge Buccaneers fan, but the Buccaneers are washed.
Yeah.
They're washed. I don't see them going to the Super Bowl, let alone making the playoffs.
I said this in the last episode. I said, I think, and this is just my honest opinion, I think whatever is what's troubling Brady right now, I think is affecting not just himself, but the team around him.
Oh my gosh, like the QB is the spine of the entire team. He's supposed to be the leader.
Yep.
And everything off the field is falling apart with him, and it's taking a toll on his play on the field, and his teammates are suffering.
Yeah. I think, and I said this in the last one, I think he has to do one of two things. He needs to put his full focus in the football and forget about the stuff around him, or he needs to fix ties with his family. Maybe take a week or two off, fix ties with his family, and then come back. Feel better.
It's a bit late for that. At the time of recording this, Tom Brady and Giselle have both released statements saying that they have finalized their divorce.
Yep.
So there's no fixing it.
Yeah.
There's no fixing it.
I mean,
Ugh.
I think, I even said this, I said if he's not going to retire during this season, he should retire at the end of the season.
He should retire. Oh.
It's his time, and I don't think it's not because he's not still a good quarterback. I just think everything's falling apart.
Everything is falling apart.
And it technically is his fault, but maybe he can turn things around with this team. I don't know. The defense should be better because...
Oh, gosh.
And
to lose to Lamar Jackson and the Ravens.
Well, here's the thing. I can understand the defense giving up 27, but that offense should have had more than 22 because the Ravens' passing defense is one of the worst in the league. They're injured riddled. I still do think that the Bucs will be, if anything, a low wild card spot because look at the division they're in.
Like, oh my gosh.
But you know what? Lamar Jackson.
He had 2 touchdowns.
Kudos. Who did? Brady or
Lamar?
Lamar, yeah.
Lamar.
Hey, 2 passing touchdowns. Duvernay had a rushing touchdown, which is great.
I'm sick. I'm absolutely sick.
Yep.
Like, that is the one game I needed Brady to win, and it didn't happen.
Yep.
It didn't happen. And now I look like an idiot saying that Lamar Jackson is overrated and Brady is better, and Brady goes out there and loses to Lamar Jackson. I'm sick. Move on to the next game.
Alrighty. Broncos versus Jaguars in London. Broncos take this win. Jaguars seem to be falling apart a little bit. Trevor Lawrence started off the year hot, but Travis Etienne is picking up the slack even though they did lose that game. Travis Etienne had an amazing game.
Yes.
I love the chemistry the Jaguars have. I think you got to give it another year or so.
Yeah.
And they'll be right. They'll be back in this thing. But yeah,
I
that's
mean,
what I can say about the
okay,
Jaguars.
well, the Broncos really needed this win. This was an expected win. Like, if the Broncos didn't win this one, the Broncos would have been in serious trouble.
That defense is great. Russell Wilson didn't look terrible. We didn't look his best.
He did, yeah.
18 for 30, I believe. That's not bad.
Yep, 252 yards.
A touchdown still, even though he had an interception.
Threw an interception.
But not the worst stat line we've seen from Russ. So
yeah, I mean, I'll take it. I'll take it.
Yep.
Broncos country, you're okay. I'm not gonna even try a rhyme.
Alrighty. Dolphins over Lions. Dolphins come back from this game, win it 31-27. Tua looks great.
Yeah.
Waddle and Tyreek Hill are still great. I see that this team, I feel like, I think Tua's playing amazing, but I also feel like there will be a point in time where this team's plan will be figured out and they might fizzle a little bit through the season.
Yeah.
I would say Tua, with this healthier game for him, he played great. I still think Dolphins will be a playoff team.
Yes.
However, I don't think we need to get too overhyped because they gave 27 to the Lions.
Granted, that Lions offense is
Stellar.
stellar.
It's just the defense is horrible.
The defense is terrible on
Yep.
the Miami side. But I'll give it to him. Tua is looking like Tua. I don't know how long he'll be able to keep this up with previous injuries in the past.
Yep. We'll see. We'll just see how it plays out. But
Yeah,
Lions,
we'll see.
honestly, your guys' offense is great. You build a defense after this offseason, maybe possible playoffs or at least like fringe.
They're 5-3 right now.
Yep, Dolphins are 5.
They're 5-3.
And Lions are
one
not
and
terrible.
They're 1-6.
But the offense has been great. It's a defense that needs to be built more.
Yeah, but then again, it's always no good team has ever come out of Detroit. Let's be real here.
We'll just see what happens. Falcons over Panthers, 37-34. This was a pretty intense game.
That was a hell of a game.
Yeah, and Falcons are now on top of that division, which I don't think will last 3 more weeks.
No
at the
one
most.
saw that the Falcons are at 500. They're 4-4 right
Marcus
now.
Mariota, 3 touchdowns, 2 interceptions, but hey, he got the win in the end. So,
Yeah.
and Paul Walker does not look bad either.
No, Paul Walker is not shabby. I will say that. He's looking like a better option than Baker right now.
Right now,
I think Baker might be confined to the clipboard from now on.
Also, we can agree that DJ Moore lost that game for the team when
Yes,
he took
he-
off his helmet.
yes, he did.
I know people are going to be like, the kicker missed. Yeah,
No,
but
no.
The extra point never should have been that. The extra point never should have been that far.
Yeah, that's you. When you're playing the game of football, you have to be strong both physically and mentally.
Yep.
And there, DJ Moore let his mental weakness get the better of him, and that cost his team the game.
Yep. Well, let's move past that. Vikings over Cardinals, 34-26. Are Cardinals the most disappointing team of the season?
Yes,
I would think so.
without a doubt.
I hear that teams are now shopping around for J.J. Watt. I know last night my mom said that she wanted him on the Chiefs. I don't like that personally, but I'm not saying that because of the Chiefs. I'm saying you have to be careful for whoever trades J.J. Watt because you don't want to give too much, but you don't want to get too little for him.
Exactly.
Because imagine he stays healthy for a whole season. Just imagine
Yeah.
that. And he's prime J.J. form, which he still has in him. He still plays like a top defender in this league. It's just he's too injury riddled.
I personally, if he were to leave the Cardinals and go anywhere else, I would want him in Buffalo.
I don't like that. I don't think he would fit. He wouldn't get a role in there.
I don't know. I don't know.
I think I would like him on a team that struggles a bit defensively.
Defensive struggle team.
A
There are
little
plenty
bit.
of those.
Well, like where also their offense needs that bit more of like a defense that can bring them back the ball and like those big like fine plays.
Yes.
Honestly, and we're gonna talk about this game. I think a team, even though they're struggling right now to find a QB, I think the Saints and J.J. Watt would not be bad. Because that defense is so good. I think you add a player like J.J. Watt and it becomes even better.
I think JJ would fit. I think JJ would fit into that system.
I think he'd fit perfectly.
I think he'd fit the culture down there too.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, he's so great, and he's close back to Texas because he was Houston Texan. He loves it
Yeah,
there.
he
He
loves
can
it.
visit more. He's closer. Like I think it would be perfect because
That would
Saints
be a
fans are
solid
great.
move. Yeah,
that's just my opinion though.
Saints fans are great.
Yeah, but Vikings probably. I feel like it's half surprising and half not. I think Vikings are a very good constructed team. I wasn't expecting the record to be this, but they're being the teams they should. They've only lost one team, but that offense is fluent. That defense is good enough. They might be the best team in the NFC, honestly. I know the record shows it, but their record does show it, but the way they're playing really speaks volumes that it might be an Eagles versus Vikings NFC championship. I forget. That's what it's looking right now because those two teams look unstoppable.
And scary hours.
Yeah.
Like,
Cowboys over Bears, 49-29. Such
okay,
a high-scoring game.
It's the Bears. Come on.
But that defense needs to explain themselves because
they did let the
give up
Bears
29.
Score. They did let the Bears score.
But let's be real. This was Justin Fields' best game.
Oh, by far. Are you kidding me?
He looks more confident.
17 for 23, 151 yards, and 2 TD passes.
He looks more confident, and in my opinion, I think the Bears are finally utilizing him the way they should. I think he needs to rush a little bit more, use his feet a little bit more, like usage like Lamar and Jalen Hurts. But I'm not upset because I think the Bears played great.
They did.
But they're obviously in rebuilding, and the fact that they put 29 in one of the top 5 defenses speaks volumes for the future.
Absolutely.
Yeah, but also Cowboys fans, Dak threw one bad interception. Other than that, he wasn't terrible. He wasn't terrible. You can't you can't beat on Dak until he starts getting a losing streak going, or at least playing poorly. Because in this game, yes, he had the interception, but he did not play terrible.
Yes, he did not play terribly.
All right, well,
I will give you that.
This is the biggest surprise, and this is why I say he would look good in the Saints. Saints 24-0. They
Alvin freaking Kamara.
The Raiders.
Alvin freaking Kamara.
He finally came alive. That offense looked really good. Was it Andy Dalton? It was Andy Dalton.
Andy Dalton, yeah.
He had a very good game.
22 for 30, 229 yards. Oh gosh, 2 TDs.
The way that division is looking,
yeah,
the Saints could shock a lot of people. They're not a bad team. They're just struggling to find what works for them offensively. I think you need to keep Taysom Hill in the game plan every single game. I think if Andy Dalton plays like this, they are possibly a for sure
playoff team.
Playoff wildcard team?
Playoff wildcard?
Because the defense is amazing. It's just that offense needs to get it figured out because they have a lot of talent. Chris Olave, I don't know.
Oh my gosh, Chris Olave.
He's just a beast.
He's a problem.
Yep.
He is an absolute problem.
Yeah.
And defenses are game planning almost every week around him and Kamara.
Yep.
Like those are their two guys. How do they stop them?
Mm-hmm.
And right now it's looking kind of scary down in New Orleans.
Yep.
I mean granted they're 3-5,
but that can change very fast.
That can change very, very
it's
fast.
Saints. They have Sean Payton.
They do.
But Raiders,
0 points.
Their defense is not great.
0 points.
The Raiders have one of the worst defenses, in my opinion, this year. But that offense should have got more. I think
Derek Carr, what's going on?
I think it's either going to be a coaching problem or that team's just not gelling at all.
I'm putting the blame on Derek right now.
Really?
Yeah, from what I saw from highlights of this game, from what I saw, the offense was sort of clicking, not on all cylinders, but sort of clicking, and Derek Carr just wasn't making the connections he was supposed to be making. Granted, he only threw one interception. But it's not looking great out there.
I'm not trying to put this into existence because I know I've said multiple times I am a Chiefs fan and I don't hate Derek Carr. I think he's a very good quarterback, but he's having a Carson Wentz type of season. I really don't want him to be the next Carson Wentz this season because it obviously happened last season.
Yes.
Carson Wentz was the most disappointing starting quarterback. I really don't want that to happen to Derek Carr. I am a Chiefs fan where I don't hate any team I play against. Like, I don't hate the Raiders, I don't hate the Chargers, and I don't hate the Broncos. But
funny how you didn't mention the Buccaneers.
I don't really hate a team. Like, I don't like Tom Brady, but I don't hate the Buccaneers because I know how talented they are and how they can't be.
Fair point.
I'm a respectful fan when it comes to other teams. If you just talk shit about my team, I'll talk shit back. So that's just my philosophy.
Fair enough. I don't be talking about your team, man. I would never talk down about the Chiefs.
When you do, that's when they strike. Because let's be real, that last week game, something erupted in them, and we'll see if they can carry on with that. But yeah. I just hope he's not the next Carson Wentz this season. So
it's looking like it.
Eagles over Steelers. We can skip past this game because
okay. The Eagles are the real deal. But the
Steelers
are terrible.
Yes.
Do not get me wrong. The Steelers are absolute garbage right now.
Yes.
But The Eagles are 7-0.
Yep.
Who's gonna stop? Who's up next? Who's gonna stop them?
I think the next team they're versing is the Texans. So yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Which we'll get into that game that they had, but yeah.
Yeah, it's
Kenny Pickett obviously needs some time. I think George Pickens is going to be an amazing wide receiver.
Yes.
That offense is very talented. They're just young. They're just young.
It's insane. I still can't believe Jalen Hurts has led this Eagles team to 7 wins and has yet to lose.
But like I said, they're versing a lot of under 500 teams. They're not going to verse any playoff contending team except for the Dallas Cowboys this season. That's the thing, too. We have to look at that because they have not played a top team except for the Dallas Cowboys.
This is true.
That's the only team that they've really versed. But the fact that they're winning games, all these games, which they should win, is amazing.
Yes.
So I'm giving Eagle fans props, but once they get to the playoffs, that's really going to show their true nature.
Yeah.
It will show their true nature,
Well,
but I hope when that time comes, Eagles fans, I hope your team goes far. I really hope. I think it's just they're so talented, but I want them to verse a Super Bowl contending team.
I think they're going. I think they might go all the way.
I think they will.
I mean, granted, I don't think they'll go undefeated. I think somebody will sneak
Someone
in.
will beat them.
Someone will sneak in and beat them. I don't want to manifest that because I'm loving what I'm seeing right now.
Mm-hmm.
But, I do think they could go all the way.
right.
But moving on.
Patriots over Jets. I mean, Bill Belichick's defense
man.
against the Jets.
Okay.
Let's be real. I before this game, I thought to myself, "There's no way Jets beat the Patriots twice." I don't see that happening. I think what we're seeing in this Jets team is great, and I think it shows a lot of promise. But you have problems with Elijah Moore. He's not happy. And that Patriots team, no matter who you put at quarterback, Bill Belichick's going to find a way for you to win.
He's going to find a way to win.
He's that good. And now he's the second most wins as a coach, as a head coach.
He is the emperor in charge of the Death Star.
I think the Bears coach who won 6 rings as well is number 1. I don't know exactly. I believe that's who it is because there was a Bears coach that won 6.
Yeah, Bill Belichick's the real deal. Mac Jones back at the QB spot.
Didn't play terrible.
You
You just need him to get his confidence back. But yeah, Jets, you're young. If it's not this season, you make the playoffs. It's definitely next because you're looking.
Listen, I don't think this will be the last we see of the Jets.
Nope, not at all.
I was kind of disappointed that they did not win this game because I would have loved them to go to 6-2 instead of 5-3. But Jets, people are pulling for you. People actually are talking about the Jets again.
I like the Jets, so I'm fine with that. Okay, we're in our last 5 games. These are all of the afternoon and obviously late night games.
Yep.
Titans over Texans 17-10. We can go past this game because Derrick Henry is a beast. I would have liked to see more from Malik Willis.
King Henry, yes, Malik Willis.
Should have played more. He should have gotten more throws, but this is the Texans.
Texans.
You only needed to play Derrick Henry.
Honestly, just feed it to him and let him run.
Yep. Davis Mills and Dameon Pierce, most disappointing performance for both of them.
Yeah, it was really bad.
Not more to say, but let's get into this next game. Seahawks over the Giants. The Giants have gotten their second loss. The Seahawks are legit.
They're fun. Geno Smith.
He's legit.
Geno frickin' Smith.
Well, can we talk about how they have like a top 5 chemistry in that offense this year? That Seahawks offense, because there was a video I saw. He was cheering up Tyler Lockett, and then because he missed a touchdown catch that he should have had, and then right after that he catches it, the next one. So amazing.
The Geno Smith with Tyler Lockett and DK Metcalf and Goodwin, all of those guys, like they're. Did the Seahawks improve by letting Russ go to the Broncos?
It's a hard thing to tell because he still had a decent season last year.
I know, but Geno Smith at the QB position right now.
He's just getting his just dues. It was his time to start.
He's playing out of his mind.
It was his time to start, and he's taken full advantage of it, which is great. And also, Kenneth Walker's a beast. Rashad Penny's not starting again. It's going to be Kenneth Walker.
It's going to be Kenneth Walker.
But yeah, Giants fans, probably your worst game of the year, but it's okay. You guys are still 6-2. So
these New York teams are looking mad scary right now.
Yep. All right, let's zoom past this one. Commanders versus Colts. Colts need to play Jonathan Taylor. They need to run the ball more.
Do you think Jonathan Taylor is? I don't know.
The most overrated this season?
I was gonna say washed, but yes.
I would say most disappointing because I don't think they're playing him enough.
Mm.
But yeah, that's just me. Commanders also Taylor Heineke. He should be
He
starting.
fits the system.
Yes, he does.
I said it before on this podcast, and I will say it again. Carson Wentz does not get another chance.
I think it's Taylor Heineke.
All these other quarterbacks are outperforming him right now at this current moment in time. That man needs to be confined to the clipboard and calling plays.
Yep. He needs to definitely be teaching quarterbacks.
Uh-huh.
All right, last 2 games. Rams and 49ers. 49ers take this one 31-14. Rams are just not the same team.
They're not. It's that Super Bowl high, man.
It is. They let the Super Bowl high hit them. But also, Matthew Stafford has been deteriorating as well, which I hate because I love Matthew Stafford.
Matthew Stafford is that guy.
But now do we look at this as like, yes, he won the Super Bowl last year, but do we look at this as like, was his Detroit days better? Well, did his prime end when he left Detroit? Because he was still good last year, but he wasn't like
He was
the most godly quarterback.
Yeah.
That team's just very talented.
Also, can we just talk about Christian McCaffrey?
49ers look scary.
The Christian McCaffrey, Ayuk, Deebo Samuel, George Kittle, Garoppolo throwing them all the ball.
They're looking like the same.
Do you think the 49ers will make a push to win now?
Oh, yeah. If they're not in the NFC Championship, they're definitely going to be in the round before that. They'll be a top 4 team in the NFC.
If they don't make it to the Super Bowl, do you call this experiment a bust?
No. I think it only just makes you more excited as a 49ers fan for Trey Lance if he comes back. Because once Trey Lance matures more and he plays more, I think he'll fit right into that role.
So
At least you hope.
yeah.
But yeah, Rams, most disappointing as well. Another disappointing team, a top 5 disappointing team this season. It's not, the season's very young, it's halfway. Rams could take a definite push because they have a talented defense and very talented offense, but you need to address your issues, and Sean McVay, you need to get this team back together.
Let's hope.
Bills over Packers, 27-17. This is the last game. Yes, the Bills did win, but I expected a little bit more. This was Josh Allen's probably worst game of the year, which is surprising because they won. But he had 2 interceptions, only 2 touchdowns, and under 300 yards. It was his most disappointing game. You expected more from this? I honestly expected 40 to maybe 10. But I did forget, the Packers defense has been better than the offense this year.
It has.
So
It has.
Packers fans,
tremendously.
honestly, this is a rebuild year if they don't get it together in the next couple games. But yeah, no, Bills won, but this was a little bit disappointing, I think. I really thought the Bills were going to destroy the Packers, and I don't think they did.
I think this was a solid win for the Bills. Again, I echo your sentiments on them not being their best. But I do believe that they did take their foot off the gas a little bit, seeing how the Packers are deteriorating.
They did have their bye week too, so I'll give them
Exactly.
that. But Josh Allen throwing 2 interceptions against the Packers,
It's out of character.
That's a little scary if you're a Bills fan, because
okay.
a little bit.
Okay.
A little bit.
You're just saying that.
No, it's 2 interceptions for Josh Allen. That hasn't happened since his worst years. Like, yes, obviously, I don't know. I guess I expected a little bit more. But like I said, you guys won. That's great for you Bills fans. You should have beat this team, and you did. Let's hope that doesn't continue for Josh Allen.
Josh Allen is legit. In fact, if I were to pick anyone to win the Super Bowl right now, it would be the Buffalo Bills. Like I said, the Eagles may go all the way this year, but that's only because they have such a weak schedule. We don't know if they're the real deal. I know that team up in Buffalo, New York is the real deal.
It's honestly, this is my predictions for them, but it might change depending on how their season goes. Right now at the halfway point, it's going to be Eagles and Vikings, Bills and Chiefs as the top 4.
Absolutely.
But yeah, honestly, that was a good sports segment. Let's get right into the theater.
Good
Gavin,
feedback.
start us off.
Okay, so my first one is that Anne and Juliet had their first preview. So what's up?
Happy previews and Juliet cast. Love you.
I'm so happy. And their house album is out. I think I
Yes.
talked about it already, but it's so good.
It is really good.
It's so good.
Oh my gosh.
I know I haven't been able to listen to the entire thing, but the first few songs, so good.
Yes.
So good. I'm obsessed with that show. But yeah, that's my first story.
All right.
Greg?
In other news, I have sad news. Don't worry, no one died that I know of. Brittany Johnson,
Yep.
who currently plays Glinda in Wicked on Broadway, sets her final performance date February 12th, 2023. A year after her storied run as the first Black woman to step into the role of Glinda on Broadway full-time. What is there to say about Brittany Johnson? She has inspired a lot of people to take the leap and saying, "Hey, you can do this. I look like you. You can try your luck out here. It's possible." She has set the bar for a lot of young ladies of color to dream that they can do what she did. So I'm not going to say happy trails to her yet because she's still currently playing Glinda, but when the day comes, I will say happy trails. Very well done. Very well done.
Yep, right before Valentine's Day. Depressing.
So sad.
No, when I saw that, I got really sad too because I really enjoyed that she was there. I can't say that I'm not surprised she's only staying there for a year though because she has so many other things she could do.
Like a lot of shows are being recasted right now.
Yeah, a majority of them. I'm waiting for them to announce a full recasting of 6. I don't want it, but it's gonna happen.
It's gonna happen
because they do it for the West End literally every other month. It's kind of depressing.
I mean, artists are moving on.
I don't know. I just don't want to see some of them go.
Yeah.
But yes, my only other story was about the Hercules casting.
You suck! That was gonna be mine!
I know.
Go ahead.
Well, I'm going to let you talk about it. 'Cause I don't,
go ahead.
The only one I am obsessed with is that Isabelle McCalla is Meg. And she's the original from The Prom.
Oh, you're not excited about James Monroe Iglehart, aka the Genie?
As Phil, yes.
Yes, he's going to be absolutely stellar.
Well, duh.
I mean, granted, he's already played the role when Jelani Aladdin and Krista Rodriguez originally did the production a couple years ago.
Yeah.
But I'm excited that he's back in it. Okay, I'm excited. I've been waiting for Hercules to hit the stage again, and I hope I can go see it in person because from clips that I saw, it's a really good show.
Have fun trying to do that and figure that one out.
Shut up, a man can dream. My very last piece of theater news, because I know our theater section's wrapping up for today. It's some speculation and rumors. I'm staying on the topic of Wicked. For those of you who didn't know, Wicked is going to be getting a movie made about the musical, and Ariana Grande and Cynthia Erivo are playing the roles of Elphaba and Glinda respectively. And apparently, according to reports, as I'd say as late as yesterday, Jeff Goldblum is in talks to become the Wizard of Oz in this movie of Wicked.
Oh.
Nothing is confirmed yet, but there are rumors that he's in talks to become the wizard. How do we feel about that, Gavin? Do you think anyone else is more deserving of the role? Do you think that's the right fit? Because I already know that Jonathan Bailey is playing Figaro.
Stop it. You don't understand how excited I am for that. As a gay man, fully sends it.
I love Jonathan Bailey.
Fully
His work
sent it.
on Bridgerton is
Gorgeous.
Oh my gosh, yes.
But go back to Jeff Goldblum. I mean, I don't think it's that bad of a choice.
I don't think so either.
I like it. I mean, yeah. I think that I don't know what to say. Like, what an interesting
Interesting choice.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like this Wicked movie is going all out because it is going to be released in 2 parts, 1 year after another, which I don't know why, but maybe it's a money grab. Who knows?
Oh, it's a money grab.
It is definitely a money grab. But I'm still excited. Like, if this is our base cast, Ariana Grande, Cynthia Erivo, Jonathan Bailey, and Jeff Goldblum, that is immediately going to...
I want to know who Bach is.
You're going to...
Wait, did it already come out?
No.
Oh, okay.
But we
I was going to say, I was like, I didn't hear anything about it.
We do have some people in contention, but I'm going to save that for another episode.
Okay.
Yeah, because we're running out of time here. So that is my theater news. That is our theater
The
sector.
last little snippet, though, it is still wicked, is that
Of
they
course.
celebrated their 19th anniversary.
Happy birthday!
Woo! Just yesterday, so
Yes. Ooh,
as you will.
Oh, shout out to Haley. You guys don't know Haley. I met her while she was doing Legally Blonde at the Muni. She is a joy. She played Glinda on Broadway, and she is absolutely amazing. So
Who did she play in the Muni?
Who'd she play?
Yeah.
She played
Wyndham?
Wyndham, the one who gets framed.
Yep.
Yeah, she played Brooke.
Nice.
Yes, she was quite stellar in that as well. But happy birthday to a Glinda that we know and love here at the One Mic Trio.
Wahoo.
Alrighty, guys. Well, that is episode 9. How you guys feeling about that one?
Pretty good.
I feel it feels so good to be back and not dragged away by my collar. Fans.
Duties that you picked up on.
Listen, fans, whatever you heard in the previous podcast, it wasn't true. I did not exert myself. I did not. I scheduled myself correctly. Okay?
His voice is going up because he's lying.
Kevin, shut up. We gotta end the podcast.
But it's all good.
Oh my gosh.
Alrighty, guys. Well, our next episode will be episode 10. We're gonna be in double digits, which is pretty crazy.
Yeah.
We've done this for 5 weeks now.
I'm surprised Gavin made it this far.
Honestly,
I'm shocked Greg's still here.
I'm surprised we even all made it this far, because this was just an idea. That's all it was an idea, and we just did it for fun. But now we're really getting more serious into it, and I think it's pretty amazing.
You know what I think I'll do? You know what I think I'll do when we record our next episode, Jack?
What?
To celebrate and commemorate this amazing achievement, I think I should bring us some snacks. I think I'll bring us a cheese platter. Would you want a cheese platter, Jack?
Honestly, cheese and crackers is not bad.
I love some cheese and crackers, Greg.
Cheese and crackers sounds amazing.
Because it'll be bad for you, not me. I won't care. As you will. But okay, guys, thank you so much for listening to episode 9 of the One Mic Trio podcast.
Sorry.
Dang it, Jack.
Make sure that you guys subscribe, like, and comment on the pod. Rate the pod wherever you're listening to.
Tell your friends.
Wherever you get you podcasts. We're on iHeartRadio, Spotify, and YouTube. Thank you so much for listening, and we'll talk to you all later. Bye.
Don't forget to tell your friends.